Have you ever wondered how aviation transformed from a novelty to an integral part of global transportation in just 2 decades? The seeds for this transformation were sown in the aftermath of the First World War. As the war ended, the world was left with a surplus of military aircraft. These planes were not just remnants of a global conflict, but the stepping stones to a new era, commercial aviation. In the United States, the Kelly Airmail Act of 1925 opened new horizons for these surplus aircraft. This act allowed private companies to bid on government contracts for mail delivery, turning former warplanes into peacetime workhorses. This development led to the birth of major airlines we know today, like American and United. These companies didn't just transport mail, but also began offering passenger services, transforming aviation from a military tool into a commercial enterprise. Across the Atlantic, 1919 marked another milestone in the aviation history. The Dutch took to the skies with KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, the world's oldest airline still operating under its original name today. That same year, the first scheduled international flight took off from London, heading to Paris. This marked the beginning of a new era, where distances started shrinking and the world became a little closer. These developments didn't just transform aviation, they changed the way we see and interact with the world. Air travel was no longer a risky endeavor left to daredevils and adventurers. It became a viable and efficient means of transportation, opening up opportunities for commerce, tourism, and global understanding. Thus began the era of commercial aviation, setting the stage for the skyward journey that was to follow. As commercial aviation took flight, so did the push for technological advancements. The period between the 1920s and the 1930s was marked by incredible strides in aviation technology. Central to this era of innovation was the development of all-metal monoplanes like the Junkers F-13 and the Ford Trimotor. Constructed with a revolutionary design that replaced the fabric and wood of earlier models with metal, these aircraft redefined durability and reliability. The Junkers F-13, the world's first all-metal transport aircraft, took to the skies in 1919, forever altering aviation's trajectory. Not to be outdone, the Ford Trimotor, affectionately known as the Tin Goose, made its debut in the mid-1920s, showcasing the benefits of metal construction to the American aviation industry. But what is a plane without a powerful engine to propel it? This era saw the development of more robust engines that could carry aircraft farther and faster than ever before. A shining example of this was Charles Lindbergh's Spirit of St. Louis. In 1927, Lindbergh, a daring young aviator, completed the first solo transatlantic flight in this custom-built, single-engine monoplane. Lindbergh's daring feat was more than just a record-breaking flight. It was a turning point for public confidence in air travel. His journey from New York to Paris, a distance of nearly 3,600 miles, took a mere 33.5 hours. This was a fraction of the time it took to cross the Atlantic by ship, and it showcased the potential of aviation to the world. The Spirit of St. Louis was a testament to the power of engineering and human courage. It demonstrated that with the right technology, even the seemingly impossible could become possible. These technological leaps not only improved aircraft, but also helped to foster public trust in this new mode of transport. They showed us that the sky was no longer the limit, but a new frontier to be explored and conquered. The story of aviation is indeed a story of technological innovation, and this period was a pivotal chapter in that tale. With the skies becoming increasingly crowded, the need for control and safety became paramount. As the 1920s drew to a close, air travel was on the rise, and with it, so was the complexity of navigating the skies. This burgeoning necessity for order in the heavens led to the establishment of the world's first radio-based air traffic control, or ATC system, at London's Croydon Airport in 1929. Imagine a world where planes took off, cruised, and landed without any central coordination. It's a bit like trying to navigate a bustling city without any traffic lights or road signs. The introduction of air traffic control was a significant leap forward, bringing order to the skies and ensuring that each aircraft had its own designated slot in the aerial highway. The ATC system at Croydon was a groundbreaking innovation. It used radio signals to guide pilots, helping them to navigate and avoid collisions. This system was the precursor to the advanced ATC systems we have today, which utilize radar and satellite technology to monitor and control the vast expanses of our global airspace. Across the pond in the United States, the need for control and safety in aviation was also recognized. In 1938, the US introduced the Civil Aeronautics Act. This legislation created the Civil Aeronautics Authority, an agency tasked with regulating air traffic and enforcing safety standards. The Civil Aeronautics Authority was a major milestone in aviation history. It represented the first comprehensive attempt to regulate the burgeoning aviation industry at a federal level, offering a framework for the safe and orderly operation of aircraft. The Civil Aeronautics Act and the authority it created laid the groundwork for today's Federal Aviation Administration, which continues to oversee the safety of US airspace. In essence, these developments in air traffic control and safety regulations were instrumental in transforming aviation from a daring enterprise to a reliable form of transportation. They helped establish the systems and structures that allow millions of passengers to fly safely every day. These measures ensured the orderly and safe operation of an ever-growing number of flights. While commercial aviation was finding its wings, military aviation was also soaring to new heights. During the golden age of aviation, between 1920 and 1940, military aircraft underwent a significant evolution. This period was marked by rapid advancements in technology as nations around the world recognized the strategic importance of air superiority. Military planes, once viewed as mere novelties of war, were now becoming pivotal instruments of defense and attack. At the forefront of this development stood two iconic aircraft, the British Spitfire and the German Messerschmitt Bf 109. Both planes were a testament to the ingenuity and engineering prowess of their time, featuring innovations such as more powerful engines and retractable landing gears. The Spitfire, a high-performance interceptor, was first flown in 1936. Its sleek design and superior speed made it a formidable opponent in aerial combat. The Spitfire's role in the Battle of Britain highlighted its significance, where it helped defend against the German Luftwaffe, contributing to a turning point in the Second World War. Meanwhile, on the European mainland, the Germans were developing the Messerschmitt Bf 109. Also making its first flight in 1936, the Bf 109 was a versatile fighter, serving in various roles such as interceptor, bomber escort, ground attack aircraft, and reconnaissance plane. The Bf 109, with its advanced aerodynamics and powerful engine, became a symbol of German air power during the war. These aircraft showcased the potential of aviation technology, influencing the design and capabilities of future military aircraft. They also highlighted the strategic value of air superiority in warfare, which played a crucial role in the strategies and outcomes of World War II. Moreover, these advancements in military aviation had spillover effects on the commercial sector. Technologies developed for warfare, such as pressurized cabins and jet engines, eventually found their way into commercial aviation, leading to faster and more comfortable air travel. These developments not only revolutionized warfare, but also drove further advancements in aviation technology. Despite the economic challenges of the 1930s, the aviation industry continued to ascend. The Great Depression, a period of severe economic downturn, had a profound impact on many industries. However, aviation managed to continue its upward trajectory. As the world grappled with financial instability, governments recognized the potential military and commercial value of aviation and continued to invest in its development. In particular, the United States government saw aviation as a strategic asset. It viewed aviation as a means to connect the vast American landscape, promote commerce, and bolster national defense. As a result, investment in aviation infrastructure, such as airports and air traffic control systems, continued even during these lean years. This sustained government support helped the industry weather the storm of the Great Depression and continue its evolution. Simultaneously, across the Atlantic, European nations also recognized the potential of aviation. Governments continued to invest in aircraft development and infrastructure, laying the groundwork for the growth of commercial airlines and the eventual role of aviation in World War II. This period from 1920 to 1940 was a time of transformation for aviation. It was during these 2 decades that aviation went from being a novelty of war to an integral part of global transportation. Commercial aviation was born, significant technological advancements were made, and regulatory frameworks were established. The advancements of this era set the stage for the massive expansion of aviation during and after World War II. The development of more powerful engines, more reliable aircraft, and advanced air traffic control systems revolutionized air travel. These developments not only made air travel safer and more reliable, but also made it accessible to more people around the world. From 1920 to 1940, aviation transformed from an experimental venture to a vital industry, laying the groundwork for modern air travel and reshaping global connectivity. This era marked the birth of the aviation industry as we know it today, and its impact continues to be felt in our everyday lives.